9.4 is basically why we spent all that time on Chapter 8, second part. Recall from a while back that the zero product property says that if we have two numbers that multiply together results in 0, then one of those terms has to be 0. So the same thing's going to apply for quadratics. So if I have two terms are multiplied and the result is 0, either the first term, x minus 3, is 0, or the second term, x plus 1, is equal to 0. Solving the first problem, we add 3 to both sides to say x is equal to 3. Or the second problem, we subtract 1 from both sides to say x is equal to negative 1. Sure enough, if we plug the 3 in above, we'll see that 3 minus 3 is 0. Doesn't matter what the second term is. And if we plug in negative 1 into the second term, we get negative 1 plus 1 is 0. It doesn't matter what the first term is. So for the second example, I should put parentheses around the 3x. I have my first term and second term, so either a is equal to 0, which is 3x equals 0, or b, x minus 4 is equal to 0. Divide both sides by 3 to get 0. For the second problem, add 4, and we get x is equal to 4. So, sure enough, again, if we plug 0 in, 3 times 0 is going to give me 0. Don't care what the second term is. Or when we plug x equals 4 in, 3 times 4 is 12. However, when we plug in 4 minus 4 is 0. So, doesn't matter what the first term is. Now, what we spent all of Chapter 8 looking at was the fact that we have x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Summing numbers to 0 is going to be difficult. However, multiplying two numbers can tell us that either one is 0. So we get x plus 2 times x plus 3 is equal to 0. I get then x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. Subtract 2 from both sides gives me x is equal to negative 2. Or in the second problem, subtract 3 gives me x equals negative 3. These are the solutions to that problem. Sure enough, by checking the work, I can plug in the negative 2 into my original equation, and what you should see is we get 4 minus 10 plus 6, which gives us combining positive numbers. 10 minus 10 is 0. So 2 was a solution. Same thing happens when I plug in negative 3. I'm going to get 9 minus 15 plus 6, which tells me 15 minus 15 is also equal to 0.